It seems odd to be saying this after such a horrendous blast, but over the last 8 months, security in Mogadishu has gradually been getting better, if measured in terms of things like targeted assassinations and, complex attacks and so on. IEDs is the one area where things have not improved, but there has been nothing on this scale in Somalia's history. And if my heart sank listening to your intro, because if those 70 missing people are confirmed dead and the toll goes over, say, 350, my understanding is this will be the very worst IED attack ever, not just in Africa, but ever. I hope that the toll does not get that high. I am not sure. I would be reluctant to say that the timing of this attack is related to, the visit of a senior US general or to the sacking of the Chief of Defense Forces. Security in Mogadishu is not their responsibility, is the responsibility of the local authorities, and they have actually, as I say, been doing a strong job. But what this incident, underscores is that you can never do enough. And all it takes is for one person to get through to cause this kind of horrendous carnage. I think the reaction to this has been one of utter revulsion. Al-Shabaab has not claimed responsibility, but it has all the hallmarks of an Al-Shabaab attack. And I think most people assume it has been done by one of their operatives. And I think this will really turn even more people in the population against them and underscore the fundamental importance of having as tight as possible a security regime in the major towns, particularly in Mogadishu, but also the need to end the violence, end the conflict with Al-Shabaab, and that is a much bigger proposition.
And so what path do you take when you're taking on Al-Shabaab at this particular point in time? Is it the military path all the way, or do you talk to them?
Well, there has to be obviously a military response and a counterterrorism response, because they are using violence to achieve their political objectives, and that is totally unacceptable, particularly if it involves killing very large numbers of civilians. So a CT and military component is extremely important. But as we've learned from many insurgencies around the world, there also has to be a political strategy, not least as some of the support for Al-Shabaab comes from people who are not really ideological, but from people who either have been intimidated or attracted to the movement in order to get jobs, or for economic purposes, or because somehow they feel that association with Al-Shabaab will help them in other disputes. And so, you've got to have not just a military and CT response, but a broader political response, which looks at the phenomena that allow Al-Shabaab to continue, whether it's their sources of financing, some of the social support they have, the appeal, unfortunately, they have for some young people who don't have education, don't have jobs. What are the things that need to be done in addition to the military and CT stuff that will undermine its appeal and will help dismantle the movement?
Michael Keating, UN Special Envoy to Somalia, many thanks for speaking with us here on France 24.